If you want to see me swatch the glow version of Lancome's holiday set for 2019, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène, and yes, we are swatching the warm version called the glow version of the Lancôme Holiday set for 2019. I'm going to be swatching this palette, which is eyeshadows and blushes, and also swatching the 3 lipsticks that come in the glow version of this set this year. If you want to see swatches of the cool toned version, I will put a link right there for you. Now, we are going to do the eyeshadows first. There are 10 eyeshadows in here and there are 2 blushes. So 10 eyeshadows first, then blushes, then lipsticks. And these I have, you'll see that there's a little bit of wear on them. I ended up using quite a few of them. I ended up using 2 of the beige colors. I ended up using the gold, the green, the brown, and the black. So I used quite a few of them in the look that I'm sporting right now. If you want to see this first impressions video, I will also link it right here, because I think that there's a big difference between somebody who swatches first and then tries eyeshadows and someone who goes into an eyeshadow palette cold, because there are sometimes surprises, and I think that that's a good thing to do, because not every one of us out there does swatches first. If you don't know the benefits of swatches, you may not do them, right? But in this case, you know the benefit of swatches because you're watching this video. All right, we are ready. I have my swatching arm ready, and we are going to do the eyeshadows first. There are 10 eyeshadows, so I think I'm going to do these 4 first, and then we're going to do 3 and 3. And that works out nicely for having 4 fingers. So I'm going right in to the 4 that I showed you at the beginning of my plan. And these are the lightest ones pretty much in this whole palette. Here we go. So we have a light shimmery brown, a green, light shimmery green, a light shimmery beige, and a light shimmery gold. Oh, I'm not even in camera. Now I am in frame. There you go. All right, so here we go. First shadow, shimmery brown. And the gold. So these are all very nice. Ooh, this one, that is unexpected. Do you see the fingers? That is a duochrome I did not expect. Let me show you. Look at the pan. I thought this was a light green. That just goes to show you how important swatches are. I was debating in this look, I was debating between the deeper green, what I thought was a deeper green and a lighter green. This is not green at all. This is a pink with a flash of green in it. That is so cool. Okay, wow, okay. Let's go and swatch them a second time. I am a little shaken by that color. Wow, what a difference. Not at all what shows up on the finger just during the swatch, the pickup of the shadow. Like, look at this. That looks green, doesn't it? What the heck? Okay, let's do this again. I didn't even see that shift in the viewfinder, which is why my delayed reaction to this one. I really think that is a neat color. I'm a little surprised it's not in the other palette, to be honest. And that gold does not disappoint. I have that gold on the center lid in this look today. And again, the fingers. Look at that color, seriously. That is amazing. I love that. Wow. Okay, wiping my fingers and the astonishment off my face. And we're going to go into the next, very messy, And we're going to go into the next set of shadows. We're going to swatch these three down here. This one I have on my inner to center lid, partially covered up obviously by the gold, but I liked the effect of that green. The silver, it's actually, this looks more like pewter, not silver. Here we go, right? This one looks more pewter. Let's take a look at those. Oh yeah, that green, I'm so glad I picked that green. And you can see how these two go well together. That's quite pretty. And that is a paltry black. Not great. The black in the other palette I like better. But we will do a double swatch and see, because sometimes mattes, you just don't know. They are a little bit on the dry side. I'm going into the pan quite a bit. But I don't care. As long, what I care about is what it looks like on the eye. Okay, so making sure I've got the right color. Yeah, this one almost didn't need a double swatch. Now for that pewter type color. Yeah, it looks like almost like a topper. It doesn't look like it's super intense. Maybe a good topper for that black. And for the black, I'm just going to go over it one more time. Here are the fingers. But I just want to see if I can build that black up a little bit more. Black is just typically difficult. But as long as it layers, oh yeah, it does layer. Just needs a little help. But yeah, I do like to have a black that is black, and it does have good opacity on the finger. So I think it's just a matter of building it up. And it did help me intensify the outer V on this look. So it did work well with a brush, and I also used it as liner on my upper lid, and I think or upper lash line, and I think it did do a decent job. I don't have it, I have also black liner on the upper waterline too, I just want to mention that. All right, we're going to go for the last three right down here. And the brown I did use in this look as my crease and outer lid color, and I think that's it. Okay, and these two are untouched, so let's go right into it. And the brown it's a nice chocolatey brown. It's got some micro sparkle in it, but it doesn't seem to show up on the eye as micro sparkle, so it should be okay. Here we go, and now onto the arm. And the brown was buildable, so just like the black, it just sometimes needs a few layers, and I did go back into it a number of times. Now this one is definitely a peach, and it would look really good with that sugar maple lipstick that we'll swatch in a bit. And here are the fingers. I'm going to go into those shadows one last time. The peach does seem really effortless. Let's go for the brown first, obviously. Oh yeah, it does so much better on the second pass. Typical matte, typical matte. And now, okay, so that looks more beige. Oh no, it does look true to color. I thought it looked more beige in the pan, but there's a little bit more peach to it. So these two, actually this trio would look super, super good. So overall, I'm pretty happy with this set of swatches as well. And just fingers one last time. I am pretty happy with the swatches on this palette, just as I was with the Glam palette. And frankly, the Lancome shadows from 2018, I was also pretty jazzed about. I wasn't so jazzed about the packaging, but the quality was definitely there. So I'm pretty happy with these, and we are going to go into the blushes next. And what I want to do with the blushes is I want to give you a full opacity swatch, because blushes can be worn as eyeshadow, And one of them actually from the Glam palette, I intend to use as eyeshadow because it has properties that I would appreciate on the eye. So let's go in with the one that I'm wearing right now. We'll go in with this one. I am wearing it on my cheek, and we'll put it on this hand. Here is, it is on the finger. I'm going to put it on the hand. This is what it looks like. Some micro shimmer in it. Okay, second pass. I would definitely wear this as eyeshadow. Look at this along with those last three. I think it would look really good. Micro shimmer. This could definitely be a transition color if we want. Very nice. Finger again. Okay. I am now going to go into the brush that came with the kit and pick it up on the brush and give you a blush brush swatch. Just tapped off some of the excess, and here we go. I'll do it here. I don't know if I'm able to see what I'm doing, but we'll try. Okay, so that's pretty mild. And I'm just going to apply a little bit more, not too much more, because we do have the full opacity swatch. We don't have to replicate that. But I just want to show a little bit more blush because some folks wear it with a bit more intensity. Okay, here we go. Here is the warmer blush out of the two. And it is very flattering. It actually has the micro sparkle, kind of give it a bit of a golden tone. And I like it. I like it. Okay, now we are going to go into the cooler tone, the more rosy toned blush. On this hand, here it is. And let's go right down here. It's the flattest part of my hand. Here's the finger. Okay, it has more shine than the blush in the other palette, the Glam palette. The Glam palette has a definite kind of peachy pink blush as well. Just going in one more time. So it's a glowy peach, but it's not in your face peach. It almost has a little bit of, not fuchsia, but dusty rose, I would say. And of course it has somewhat to do with my skin tone underneath. And we are going to go in with the blush brush now. Okay, I've taken some of the blush off from the other color. Now you will have to excuse me, I am left-handed, so this is a bit more tricky. So here is the first pass. We can barely see it. You can see some luminosity to it, right? But not a whole lot of color. Okay, so I'm going to go in a second time. All right, some more on the blush brush, and let's see what that does. And like I said, there's full opacity right next to it. We don't have to build it to that level. And here is the second blush. Definitely some shine to it, but no micro shimmer. And frankly, on both, any kind of shimmer that is in the pan does not translate on the hand. So let me just show you both at the same time. Here we go. I like them both. I think they did a good job. I think those are very nice blushes. And now we have 3 lipsticks to go over, and I'm going to do those on this arm right here. So we have 3 lipsticks. There is one repeat from last year. So the lipsticks are the Pale Lip. It is a cream. There is a sugared maple, which is Sheen. And you can see that one on my lips in the first impressions video. And last, as I mentioned before, there is a repeat in this set called Red Stiletto 181. So let's do the repeat first. And it looks like this. So you'll see that there's some wear on it, and that is because since I saw it was a repeat, I took out the one from last year that I swatched, and I will be handing off the brand new one to a friend of mine. And so we will swatch the one that I received last year, because again, I checked, they are the same, and it's a blue-based red. Very, very red. I really like this color. I think that this and a fiery orangey red both look good depending on the eye look that you have. I'm a big fan. And now we have the 256 Sugared Maple, and this is what it looks like. And you'll see some wear because I did try it on in the previous video. And here we are. I'm going to do this one right here. Nice. And I ended up taking it off because I felt like I had a deep enough eye look that I didn't want as deep of a lipstick. I just didn't feel like it. That was a crappy end of a swatch. But it's a relatively intense, medium color. I do like it with a different eye look, but I do like it. And finally, we have the palest one of them all in this set, and it's 307 Pale Lip. Self-explanatory, but it's definitely a light dusty rose. So it's not a complete, it would be considered a nude, but not a beigey nude, if you will. I'm going to put it on the other side of that Red Stiletto. Should not do second swatches of lipsticks. I don't do a good job. There we go. So that is the second non-red option. And I actually think that this one goes super, super well with the pink blush. And I'm inclined to swatch it right next to the pink blush here just to show you. So here is the pink blush. Look at that, right? That is a good match right there. Beautiful. Beautiful. And given what I did, I want to swatch this Sugared Maple right next to the this deeper peach blush. And I think it's a good match. Not as crazy good as the other one, but it's a good match. Yeah, I definitely like how they matched these two up quite nicely. Okay, so now I'll do the same as I did with the swatches for the other palette and sets of lipsticks. I'm going to superimpose the palette with the lipsticks. And I think that for a smoky eye, the deep red, the Red Stiletto, looks great. I would say that Sugared Maple looks the best with this set over here. And the Pale Pink, it's not super, super cool, but it tends to the cool. I think that's the one that is more universal with the various colors. You can pretty much wear it with anything. I would argue maybe not. So there you have it, all of the swatches. I am quite partial to this palette. I think they did a really, really good job. And I'm already thinking, what are some dupes? What does this palette dupe? Especially this one. This is so interesting to me because it's not so much a duochrome as it is almost like gold flecks in a pinkish, almost like pinkish mauve-y shade. It's really hard to describe what the color is, right? It has some purple, mauve, pink. It's weird as the color underneath. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with these swatches. I'm happy with the palette, obviously. And so we're 2 for 2, swatches and first impressions, and I do look forward to using this palette multiple times to have a full roundup once I've had a chance to try all of the shades. But so far so good. It's very, very promising. Well, that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed this swatches video. I will have more videos on this set and the Glam sister set in future videos. I hope you will check those out. I thank you for your time. I appreciate it every single time. And I do look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, take care.